box is designed for is to break down the generator from 208 three-phase, which we run our 780s on. You run the power into here, and this will go to a spider box that's hooked up off of a regular cord, and that'll be all your 110 power for all your grinders and vacuums. Your 780 is going to wire right into the lugs on the side of the generator like we always do, but it's also going to be in the same wiring harness as this, and these will be marked red, white, black. Disregard the colors, we'll label them so they match. So again, the power is going to go from the generator, and your 780 will wire off separately. The wires will come from the lugs into this box, and this will break down the three-phase to single phase, which will go into the spider box, which will be your 110. Now, Marco and team have trimmed all the wires. We've gained them all together. So Marco's going to chase them down, and he's going to put them into the lugs. He made it easy by taping them all together. So he'll wire in the white, the red, the black, and the ground. And then we're going to test the power with Dave on the multimeter.
So the 780 wires have been tied to the pigtails that go to the
780 wire comes in, yes, I'm sorry, off this other cord. Just to make it easy to fit into the lugs, he taped them together so the wires will all mesh in together easily. And we could label this end as well as this end, just so it's easier to do. So we can write right on here. Okay, so we've taken our new box. This box is a splitter. What it does is it takes the 208 three-phase power that comes in a generator. As you can see, we've set the indicator for three-phase 240. This is where we always put it for 780 grinders. It's not over here under 480 where the turco. It's only for 780 straight up and down, not to the right. So we're going to run our 780s off this machine. We're set here. We've had someone double check it. We always have 2 people check this before we start the generator, before we wire anything in, to make sure the switch is straight up and down if you're running 780s, and to the left if you're running a turco. So what we've done here is we've marked all of our wires coming out of our splitter box, black, red, white. We've coordinated those over here on the lugs, black, red, white, and ground. We have the ground down here, and we have the neutral. Neutral went to the O. So again, black, red, white, neutral, ground. And at the same time, we've tied in a 780 cord, so they're both wired together. That's why they're taped right here. You can see this is a 780 wire tagged in, and then these are the lugs going to our splitter. So the 780 right now is wired into here with our splitter. Now, just a note, when we run our ground rod off of the grinders, off the generators, we are not to wire the ground rod into the ground here. It needs to be bolted to the frame like we've always done. So the copper wire and the copper bar that gets driven into the ground needs to be bolted to a bolt on the generator, not the ground. That'll have a diverse effect for it. So no ground wires to here other than our grinder. Now our splitter is set up, we're wired into lugs, we come into here, we've got the splitter done, we've tested this, and the power is correct at the lugs, and at here it's putting out 208 single phase. The splitter now takes the three-phase and makes this box into single phase. So we've hooked up this cable and we ran it to our spider box, which will run our hand grinders and small vacuums off of. That breaks it down into single phase, which now breaks it into 110 for your regular outlet plugs. At the same time, we ran the 780 cord over to here, and we've attached a Y. We've also verified the power is 220 coming out of those. So now we're ready to hook up 2 780s to the splitter. We've got our 110 power set up in our spider box, and we've got everything else wired back there. We've tested it all, we've measured all with the multimeter. We're good to go. Safe, drive your ground rod in, make sure it's hooked to the frame of the generator, and be safe.